You ever feel like your mind is just a runaway train? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. So today, we're going to dive into a super powerful way to get back in the driver's seat, especially when you're overthinking or life just hits you hard. It really boils down to two things: grabbing hold of the power of now and learning how to roll with the punches. So, let me ask you this. Are your thoughts running you? You know that feeling, right? When you're stuck in that mental loop, just replaying old mistakes or stressing about a future that hasn't even happened. Well, what we're talking about here is how to finally silence that noise and take back control. And that brings us right to the first big idea for mastering your mind. We've got to understand what the now actually is.
Okay, so what is it? At its heart, the now is just a state of pure, simple focus on whatever is happening right now. It's about making the choice to put down the what-ifs and the I should-haves. And listen, this isn't about ignoring reality, it's actually the opposite. It's about seeing things way more clearly without that crazy filter of your own mind getting in the way.
And this quote, man, it just nails it. Seriously, think about it for a second. The only time you can actually feel anything, whether it's joy, sadness, whatever, is right now, in this moment. Even when a memory makes you feel something, that's a new chemical reaction happening in your body today. The past and future, they're like accessories. They're useful, but right now, this is the only place you're actually alive. You know, a perfect way to get this is to think about that movie Memento. The main character can't make new memories, so he has to live completely in the present. He's not bogged down by old grudges or judgments, right? He has to put all his energy into the clues that are right in front of him. We can actually learn to tap into that same kind of clear, uncluttered focus. Okay, so understanding the now is step one. Awesome. But how do you actually use it? Well, that's where we get into creating this incredible mental state called flow. And the cool thing is you can actually build this flow state yourself. It all starts with that intense focus on the present moment. From there, you build a plan. And then the second you take that very first step, bam, your brain rewards you with a hit of dopamine. And that creates this amazing state of super high clarity and motivation.
Now, this is super important because it clears up a huge misunderstanding. Being in the now isn't about just sitting there, being passive, or zoning out. No way. It's about creating this state of sharp, focused energy, and then you inject your best ideas into that state. That's where you get maximum clarity.
All right, so we've talked about managing your inner world. But what happens when the outside world decides to throw a punch? This is where we get to the second big idea, and it's a game changer. Realizing that life's punches are actually, in a way, something you create yourself. Okay, I know this is a tough one to swallow. Life throws punches, for sure, and it feels like it knows exactly where our weak spots are, right? But the idea here is that life only knows where to hit because we're the ones who secretly told it where the target is. Let me give you a perfect example. Imagine a friend gives you a weird look. That's it. That's the event. It's just raw data. The punch isn't the look itself. It's the story you immediately tell yourself about it. That's the punch. Whether you think, oh, they think I'm failing, or, they must be having a bad day. That interpretation is what creates the pain. So you see, the point is this. The punches are defined by you. They're understood by you. They're reacted to by you. And in the end, they're experienced by you. It's this whole loop that you're in control of. And the best part? If you're the one creating them, that means you have all the power you need to change the story. Which, of course, leads to the million-dollar question. If we're the ones doing the punching, how in the world do we stop? Okay, let's talk about the solution. And here it is. The answer is simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You have to stop punching yourself. Just stop. Stop automatically picking the worst, most painful story to explain what just happened. Let's use an analogy here. Think about it like this. The world is just constantly feeding you information, raw data, things that happen, right?
But you're the one holding the keys to the laboratory. You're the head scientist.
So you feel that anger rising up? That rush of stress hormones? That feeling where your logical brain just shuts down? Yeah, someone might have done something to trigger it, but that whole chemical cascade happening inside you, that was started by your own thoughts. That's all you.
Okay, so let's tie all of this together. Whether we're talking about creating that flow state in the present moment or changing how you react to life's punches, the message underneath it all is exactly the same. You are running the show. I absolutely love this next analogy. Your thoughts are like the tiny little transistors on a computer's motherboard. They're not just random background noise. They are the switches that fire in specific patterns to generate, well, everything. Everything you feel, everything you do. They literally create your reality. What this means is that thinking is never passive. It's not just something that happens to you. It's the transmission, it's the glue. If your life experiences are the engine, your thoughts are what connect that power to the wheels and make you go. It's holding your entire world together.
And the whole point of mastering your mind like this is so you can take what we call proper action. What's that? It just means aiming for a win-win. And you know what? Sometimes that second win isn't for someone else. It's for the future you. It's having the wisdom to just not say that thing you know you're going to regret later.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question, a challenge really. Thinking about everything we just talked about, what's one punch in your life right now? What's one negative story you keep telling yourself that you are finally ready to redefine?